Yeah, hey guys. So I think last time I made a video was Friday last week, and I was talking about this hackathon I was going to go to on that weekend. So I went to the hackathon, and it was pretty well organized. I mean, there was lots of people there, there was lots of cool equipment to play with. They did a lot of workshops to help you figure out how to use the SDK and how to use the hardware. So there are two different kind of things. One was you could either make an application like an iPhone or Android app using this thermal camera, or you could make some sort of hardware thing. And if you're doing a hardware approach, you actually got like a thermal camera piece of hardware which you could connect to some other stuff and do something fun there. So I tried out the iPhone SDK first, and yeah, it was pretty easy to use. I ran into like a few issues, but pretty easy to get temperature data and pixel data from the camera. But the thing was, like, what do you do with the thermal camera? Immediately, well, not immediately, but before the event started, I was thinking make something that can see through walls and measure how many people are inside a building or something like that. Like some sort of spy software. But then I found out that's just not possible at all. It just cannot do that. So I talked to one of the guys at the event. And I said, "So can this thing look through walls?" And he said, "No." I was like, "But what about in those James Bond movies?" And he said, it's just fantasy. It's not possible. So that was really disappointing. Um, but yeah, the hackathon was fun. I didn't actually make anything. I just messed around with the SDK, talked to some people, drank some beers, and then went home. Um, so the last video I made, I think it was called Cocos. It was about Cocos 2D. It was good in some ways because I could see that you could get a lot of performance out of it, but then the tool set is just a little bit too annoying. Um, Writing C++ is annoying, and having to write a lot more code is annoying. And it only deploys to two platforms. Well, if it deploys to PC and uh, iOS and Android, and that's pretty good. But it's missing web, it's missing Windows Phone, which I mean that doesn't really matter. And it's missing PS3, Xbox, whatever. Um, so I didn't want to stick with it. I decided to go back to Unity and see if I can get any performance out of get some more performance out of the engine. And I think I can. And I also tested it on some more modern hardware, and it's running fine on modern hardware. So 2013 iPhones, 2013 Android phones, it works pretty well on those. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people who still have 2012, 2011, or even older hardware, but too bad. And maybe I'll be able to find some performance somewhere. Um, so I stuck with Unity all this week, and it's going well. I mean, I'm pretty comfortable doing layout stuff now, and I worked with Unity all of last year at a games company, so I do know it pretty well. And so I can code pretty fast in Unity. So I've already got scene 3 of Tokyo Hosto completely done in the Unity engine. It's not completely done, but it's more or less done. The one thing missing is animations. And I think they shouldn't be too hard to do. It's just I haven't gotten around to doing them yet. I've also been making builds for WebGL and put them on. I've put 2 builds on itch.io. I just found out about itch.io yesterday, actually. It's a really cool indie game website, and I'm going to be posting builds there quite regularly. So far, we're up to build number 2, but I might make 2 or 3 a week, depending on how much work I get done. So there should be a link in the description to the itch.io build. It's just scene 3 at Tokyo Hosto. There's nothing new, no new content, but I will be putting it in there soon. So if you don't want to see like I will be putting like bits and pieces of SimKim up on itch.io. So if you want to play the full game when it's done, then don't check it out. Yeah, well, SimKim, for the last 2 weeks I've been having trouble writing stuff with it for the game. When I wrote Tokyo Host, I was actually in a Magic tournament in Tokyo, and I had no internet and nothing fun to do on my phone. And I just had a piece of paper. I just had a book and a pen, and I had 12 hours to kill. So I'd watch my friend play Magic every now and then, but then I'd just go back to the table and start writing the script for Tokyo Host. So it made me realize the way that I need to get writing done is I need to just be away from my phone, be away from the internet, and just allocate an hour to writing. So today I did that, and I knocked out a scene from Sim Kim. It's a scene where you have to figure out who's the mole in your team of hackers, and it's a pretty funny scene. But yeah, I won't read it out, but it's coming along pretty well. So I think I am pretty ready to start hiring some people. So voice actors, not yet. I don't want to do that until I have the full script. But background artists, graphic designers, concept artists, yeah, I think it's time to hire them. Anyway, progress is going well. I'll try and make some more videos, maybe like a few a week, but yeah, the game should be done pretty fast. I mean, Unity is really speeding me up, so that's good. Anyway, thanks guys. Thanks for watching.